pretty low. So before I get started, before I even introduce myself, I want to talk for a minute about the chairman of the GOP. 3 months ago, the leaders of the GOP all had to step down because we were all running for office. Stephen, Stuart, myself, and Renee stepped up and took charge of the entire party. It was a lot of work. There were a lot of things she had to do, and most of it we couldn't help her with. And I would like everybody in the room to give Renee a big round of applause for everything she's done for us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Fred Whiteman. Christy sort of alluded to something, but she's too much of a lady to mention it, and I'm going to go ahead and mention it. By now you may have heard some of the negative comments either my opponent or others or their supporters have been posting on social media. I've been committed to running a clean campaign with a positive message. This kind of gutter politics is what prevents good people from running for office in Currituck County, and it has for the last 8 to 12 years. I won't be a part of it. More importantly, I don't need to be a part of it because I'm not running against my opponent. I'm running for you. I'm here with a message to deliver to you. Again, my name is Fred Whiteman. I'm a U.S. Navy retiree with 24 years of service. My wife and I have lived in Currituck County for almost 17 years with our 3 children. I served as the chairman of the Moyock Small Area Plan, where we developed a detailed plan for controlled growth. I served as the chairman of the Currituck Planning Board, and for 10 years as a member of the Eagle Creek Homeowners Association Board of Directors, where we developed a model drainage plan to reduce stormwater flooding when we didn't get any help from the county. There are many concerns I'm sure that you and I both share. Poor drainage, inadequate sewage facilities, overcrowding of the schools, inadequate water supply, excessive growth in the north end of the county, and limited job opportunities. It seems that the biggest concern, at least walking around the southern end of the county, seems to be, from the people that I've talked to, lack of business development and a concern that the south end of the county will become a bedroom community for Dare County, just as Moyock has become a bedroom community for Chesapeake and Virginia Beach. If elected, I will work with the other commissioners as well as the Economic Development Coordinator to improve the infrastructure in order to attract more businesses and bring more jobs. Another concern, and one that should bother everyone in this room, is the lack of support for our fire and EMS. Some of the equipment they are forced to work with is from the 1980s. This is unacceptable. I've been speaking with the different stations from Knott's Island to Corova to see what can be done to help retain some of our volunteer and paid firefighters. Did you know that some of our firefighters get $11 an hour? My son is 18 years old with limited work experience and he makes $11 an hour. We should be ashamed of that. Lastly, Mr. Innes and I have brought attention to our school's accreditation issue for the past 45 days. The lack of accreditation affects our economic development as well, as companies want to see accredited schools before they decide to locate in Currituck County. How many of you knew that none of the Currituck County schools were accredited with the exception of JP Knapp? Look around the room. Somebody calling about the schools? This is something. This is yeah, exactly. This is something the county's been working on since 2012. But here's the funny thing: Mr. Innes and I have been bringing awareness to this oversight for the past 45 days. The commissioners have always maintained that it's not a commissioner issue; it's a Board of Education issue, which it is. But now, after just 45 days of constant attention and public outcry, the commissioners have signed a letter agreeing to help the Board of Education with their accreditation efforts. As regular citizens, we were able to accomplish something in 45 days that neither of our opponents could do in the past 3 to 8 years. Imagine what we could do if we became commissioners. I'm Fred Whiteman, and I humbly ask for your vote on March 3rd. Thank you very much.